How's that? My headphones were hooked up. Good call. Yeah, it happens. I thought those headphones were dead. Anyway. I'm gonna get back to it because it's nice and toasty. About 20 degrees out and it's daylight. So my buddy Dick Cameron was supposed to come in today, but they had some snow machine issues, so he's still back in town. So he's not coming in tomorrow, and I came off the upper line to go pick him up today, but he's not here, so I'm just getting some chores done. Can't be wasting a full day. Let's see here. I guess what I was saying when you guys couldn't hear me was I'm used to having on my big saw at home, I got dogs that stick out, and so I can roll this thing right up on a tree and like dog it in and it'll just stay. That's why you see me keep doing that. Like you know, it happens. Here. Pull. There we go. no. Tripod issues. The steward of the land. Yeah. Hey, Tara. Sweet purr of the husky. Thank you. I've been, hey, I took a shower yesterday. First shower in 12 days. You'll be proud. Look at how curly and nice, clean my hair is. So I heated up water on the wood stove and I stood in the cabin in a bucket, this same bucket, not this one, but I got another one like it. Took a shower and then dumped that water out, got some more water. I gotta thaw out, I gotta get snow and melt snow for water. So it took a while, buckets and buckets of snow. And then I actually did laundry too. So I'm feeling fresh. Thanks, Mud Dog. We're working on staying warm. Car, yep, for sure. Flamethrowers, I don't know about all that. I feel like the flamethrower thing's just gonna make more ice. But Patrick, doing some goose. Well, thanks. I mean, I don't know what's holding you up, but sorry to hear it. Oh. Hello from Cyprus. Cypress Hill. I love living like this, man. This is my dream. Since I was a little kid, this is all I wanted to do. Just come live out in the woods. Yeah, society, wife, kids. Yeah, I hear you, buddy. I hear you. There's a time, but I don't have a wife. Katie likes coming out here, and my kid's grown and moved on. So, not moved on. I mean, she's just kind of on her own journey. So, I'm fortunate enough to be able to get out here. I'm gonna set some more stuff up here. Try to make it. I think you guys can feed. I usually have a little bit better setup, but it's all set up over by where I'm building my cabin. Probably use this here. I don't think this is gonna pull this tree, but man, it would be nice if it did. I mean, we were kind of surprised the other day what it pulled. Does my channel thing still say in the Trough An Alaskan Odyssey on it? Can you guys see that when you click on this? Yeah, farm works tough. You ever try to arm wrestle a dairy farmer? Yeah, damn. I might have to run down there, cut some of that off, but we're gonna see here. You guys want to be back here in line with that, or you want to be up close with the tree? What do you think? Take a vote. Copy, Trapper Katie. Tree, back. Oh man. Tiebreaker. Back, copy. Oh no. How about we're gonna do this more than once? We'll do one back here, and then the next one we'll do by the tree. No, it's on the South Fork of the Yukon. Thing's got a primer bubble on it somewhere. Let's do some work, little girl. This little guy, pretty tough. I shouldn't have brought this thing inside the other night. Man. Ah. There's gas in it. Look at that. There's fuel in the primer bubble, but a little low. Ain't got no gas in it. I don't want to hear it. We got this. I stay out of the bite. Oh. Nice. Got her. How many light hours? Yeah, 5 to 7 for sure. Near the coast? No, I'm way interior. I can't even see the beach from here. I'm about let's see, 8.5 hour drive from the coast. If I were to go to Anchorage. I'm curious why you said the coast. A mold in my beard or something? That was nice. Coast to coast, the chainsaw is the most. Paul's Bunyan Creek. Still low. Hey, I didn't drop my phone. Nice. That is first. Sorry guys. Was on. Alright, we'll do tree this time. Hey, Kentucky, Kenny Logan. You all right? Maybe like right here, huh? Ooh, right up in it. Oh. Very busy, yeah. Social. Double tap if you got snow. Double tap if you got wood. Social. That's one time I was out sheep hunting, and we were kind of weathered in, and there was a landing strip by this little pub. It's out in the middle of absolutely nowhere, and this guy has a little restaurant. It's the only thing within probably 150 miles. A little restaurant, an airstrip. You could buy plain gas, and there's a little bar in there. And I told my dad, I was like, yeah, I was in there talking to the old timer in there, and da-da-da. And he's like, the one with all the scars on his face? I'm like, yeah. He goes, how do you think you got those scars? I'm like, I don't know. He's like crashing airplanes. He crashed like 4 airplanes. Got them all fucked up. So I went into the bar later that night and I was hanging out with him, listening to all his old stories. It was freaking awesome. And we said something about being sober, and it's like, I think it's 12 hours from the last drink you have to when you can fly. There's some saying that goes along. Anyway. And the guy looked at me and he goes, I didn't know you could fly an airplane without a beer between your legs. I was like, man, all the scars on his face started to make sense after that. My old man told me, don't ever get in an airplane with that guy. Didn't know you could fly an airplane without a beer between your legs. He was a pretty cool dude. Yeah, I cook outdoors. Right over there. Well, you can't probably see it, but we got some posts in the ground last year we're gonna build like just a big, like a gazebo, I guess, and then it's gonna have sides on it with counters inside, and we'll be able to pull a picnic table in and out, and then it'll have like a deal there for cooking, and we're gonna make probably concrete countertops so the bears can do whatever they want to them. Yeah, and I cook on the stove. I try not to cook stuff like bacon and like high fat stuff that's, a lot of oil, stuff like that. I'll do like eggs and oatmeal and coffee and stuff in the cabin, and like heat up meals in water. But as far as cooking, like getting all that oily smoke in the house, I don't like it because, thanks, Cali girl. I don't want the bears. I mean, a bear could probably just chew through that plywood. So that's right, Jay. Oh, filter. I don't know what that means. All right, we're running out of daylight. I'm yelling timber. As soon as Katie gets here, then we'll start splitting it. Getting all this ready for her. Actually, Dick will be here tomorrow. He can split it. He's a strapping young man. Not a left. Getting a nice pile. It's supposed to be like 40 below coming up, so I'll probably burn all of this in one day. Yeah, I think the last time I talked to you guys, I was up on the trap line. I was about to go set some stuff, and I ended up putting in probably a total of like 20 miles. I got almost 3 dozen traps out. Broke into some new country. So pretty excited about that. We'll give it a week or two, maybe a week, go check it. Can I make a bow? No, I'm not that guy. But I can make a fire here in a minute. I got a whole bunch of brush to burn. cold white Amish man? Damn. All right, later, Katie. I guess Katie left. Where's Corey Stickler? Okay, you've changed, man. Really changed. Can't believe it. I got PB Wonder. Glacier shark. What's happening? Sorry about the heavy breathing, guys. And there it is, the phone drop. Every time. Yeah, it's a Husqvarna. I've seen one up close. I mean, any advice? Have a partner. Like that's always, if you're, especially, I mean, I'm out here by myself, but I grew up around chainsaws, and I mean, still, there's a danger of me cutting myself, so I'm pretty careful. But if you're new at it, have a partner for sure. Yeah, huskies. I have better luck with huskies in the cold. But man, I love my 462. That thing's a beast. Like the pro saws on the still, man. I'm a pretty big fan. And also, like, if you're, like, I don't know, if you're going to be packing a saw around all day and you're not used to it, like, a bigger saw is not necessarily the best. Like, a lot of people go way too big. You're better off using a smaller saw, one that'll, you know, cut all the way through, but because you get tired and you'll get lazy and you'll trip and fall. I mean, you're kicking around in the brush, so if you're not used, if your muscles aren't used to that, those body mechanics, yeah, there you go, small saw, 261, yeah, that's perfect. Beverly, yeah, me too. That's probably my favorite sound. With Vikings. Sorry, I was catching up on the comments here. Perfect. Yeah. Those are, I mean, 14 inches wide. Those are big enough to put, like sometimes the smaller trees are harder to fall because you're like, you don't have as much surface to put a face, and then you don't have the height to like really work that. So, but you're probably, like, with that small of a tree, you're probably not gonna have problems with like barber chairing and stuff like that. But so I'll tell you a lesson my dad taught me when I was a kid, because he was a logger, and we went out in the woods one day. I used to go out with them and pack their gas. My uncles and my dad pack gas and do whatever. But so they have these gas jugs. It's like a gallon of oil, or a little bit of oil, whatever, and a gallon of gas. And then it's tied with a bungee cord, and you put it around your neck so you can carry your saw through the woods. It's called a piggyback. So I was carrying one of those. I was probably, I don't know, it was before I moved to the interior, so I was 12 maybe. And this is southeast Alaska. The trees are huge. So I'm walking around and I keep doing this. Like, I looked at my feet a lot when I was about that age, because I had big feet and I was super clumsy. So I'm like walking around like this, and my dad always said, keep your head up, keep your head up, keep your head up. And and all of a sudden I'm walking along. He goes, all right, pack that gas and stand up there. I'm gonna cut this tree over here. Cool, big tree. So I'm walking along, and all of a sudden I get hit in the back by something, and my face is just planted in the dirt. And I think he made me walk up there because he knew it could hit me, but he had this little tree like that big, and he hit me right with the top of it. And he's like, I told you to keep your head up. And I was like pinned, I couldn't get up. So that was a good piece of advice, keep your head up. And I learned. Oh, you live down in Homer Skinny? Yeah, exactly. It gets caught and slips off instead of falling. Yukon Cornelius. That's the first one today. I appreciate that. That's what my daughter calls me. Yeah, I've been to Australia in January, and it is not cold. I tell you what, coming to Alaska and going to Australia in January. Actually, it was this time, exactly this time. I turned 17 down there. Tara, welcome back. Yeah, lesson learned for sure, man. Skinny Riz. Let's go build a fire. You want to build a fire? Fire in the woods. I haven't seen Smurfy or Trapper Scotty. What gives? They out fishing? Excuse me, that was rude. Yellow jug, it's actually diesel. Got all this bark. I was thinking about saving it all and then dressing up as Bark Wahlberg for Halloween. Yeah, Skinny Riz, if you go watch, like on my long form videos, go watch episodes 1, 2, 3, and I think I got 4 out. That'll show you where I'm at, what I'm doing, and kind of like what's going on in the background. And then I'm out here just living my dream. I work at a gold mine, and I bought some property that's super remote. It takes me like 5 hours driving, 2 hours on a 2.5 hours on a boat or snow machine to get here. I'm up a creek. Bark Wahlberg. Thanks, G. I'm glad you heard that. I'm the only person around for a lot of miles. Like, there's a village about 35, 40 miles downriver. There's another village about 35, 40 miles upriver. And then the little creek I'm on, what's up, Swarshy? The little creek I'm on, there's nobody up here at all. So, pretty remote. Starlink. Got my Starlink set up, and then I got my trap line I do around here. No, I don't have any dogs. Dogs are, I work a 2 and 2 schedule. right now, and dogs are, I can't do dogs because I'm gone. It's a remote job. Yeah. Oh, this, it's been burnt. I've had this sucker singed off, but I have about 30, I don't know, it's like 38 more miles upriver. I've got another tent, a tent, an Arctic oven. If you look on my videos, you'll see me setting it up at one point. But I have that tent up river, and then I run more trap line off of that. Survival games. Somebody unknown. Oh, you've been on here before. Welcome back. Survival? No, not really. I don't do like the whole go pretend I'm surviving thing, because I struggle with that enough out here. You know what I mean? New York. Welcome, Floyd. My head's on fire. Yeah, the orange hat probably doesn't help. Thanks, Smurfy. Hey, Smurfy, you weren't here earlier, but I showered, believe it or not, last night. First shower in 12 days. And did laundry. I'm in Alaska. It's out in the middle of nowhere. Just living the dream. I'm a long ways from anybody else. What's up, Ghost Lightning Beam? Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I did shower, buddy. It was great. And I kind of got set up to where I can shower a little more often. It's just the water source. I gotta melt all the snow. You guys probably, you know what? Usually it's dark when we're doing this, so I point the camera at the fire, but you guys probably want to see the river a little bit. Maybe a wolf will come out. Thanks, Susan. Yeah, it's beautiful out here. No marshmallows. No. I mean, I got marshmallows. They say Miller Lite on the can. You're welcome, Wagner. Yeah, like I said, if you guys go and watch, if you're actually interested, go and watch the long form videos, episode 1, 2, 3, and 4, and you'll see us actually build that cabin. You'll see us the first time I come down here. It's a pretty crazy trip. The second time I come down here, it's like each episode is when I come down for like the first 4 times. So it's pretty crazy. It'll show you what it takes to get here, except for the drive. I don't really show that. But what it takes to get here, there's a giant forest fire, almost burnt this place down. There was, my boat blew up, like all kinds of shit happened. It was wild. Yeah, on YouTube. Yep. Just go to my long form videos, YouTube. I do Facebook a little bit because nobody does Craigslist or whatever. Up here, everybody sells everything on Facebook Marketplace. So I have Facebook for that, and I'll share links when I'm on there. But yeah, on this channel, go to YouTube, go to the long form videos. How cold? We're having a heat wave. It's like 20 degrees. Actually, let's go look. I might be wrong. Might be warmer. Might be cold. Wish me a nice day. I wish you a nice day, DZ. Somebody say they're from Alabama. Alabama, dang, Mike. I think you were on here before. I remember, I want to say I remember talking to you. It's hard for me to remember all the names, you know. Do I have a beer stock? Yeah, I do. I only drink like 4 beers a night. Yeah, 20 degrees. Except for a couple nights, I'll get have a few more. But my friend Dick is coming down tomorrow, and he's gonna bring me a little bit more. I haven't quite made it to Mexico. Rhode Island, hello. Tennessee, Dave. Only 4 to 8. Let's put it this way. I went up to that tent, and I think I took, how many beers did I take? I had 4 beers last night and 5, I think, the night before. So, how much is that in Celsius? I don't know. You'll have to look it up. You have 8 degrees, Tara? Dang. All I know is that 40 below is 40 below in Celsius and Fahrenheit. Yeah, exactly. Beer. Whatever, Corey. You changed, bud. You're 1 degree. Corey, how cold is it where you're at? Minnesota. Michigan or wherever the hell they're from. I would say like anything above like 30 degrees is hot. It's like hot. And you got that like 10 to 20, it's about 10 degree increments, but like I think what you're asking is like when it gets cold, after about 25 below, it's all cold. 20, but man, at like 50 below, some weird stuff starts happening. Like everything you look at breaks, and you can feel that in your breath and everything, but you don't. I don't know. Hasn't been 50 below. It's been close, but these are just Carhartt Extreme bibs. They're probably 10 years old. I even think you can see I caught them on fire a couple times. There's my work bibs. Yeah, we're supposed to have a heat wave, which is interesting this time of year because usually January and February are the coldest months. But I mean, next Thursday it's supposed to be 40 something below. So, what am I preparing? Nothing. I was cutting firewood. I just live out here and trap, and I'm building a log cabin next summer. Yeah. Rebel, what's up? See, you know, you get used to it. Like if I were to go somewhere even where it was 70 degrees outside right now, I would be pretty uncomfortable, I think. I didn't grow up out here. No, I was born in Southeast Alaska, and then I grew up in Delta Junction, which is like mostly agricultural land. My mom really likes farm animals, and so we had goats and chickens and yaks at one point, horses. I grew up around all that. I'm in the middle of Alaska, man. Alaska. I'm thinking I might want to put the word Alaska in my title somewhere. Yeah, I know it's bad for me. But I bet you tap water is just as bad for you. I mean, if you want to start in all that. England. Nice. Thanks, Rose. Thomas Rose. I like that. Gain Eagers. Weed is good for you. Yeah, I know. It's 20 degrees. As a plumber, you can agree. Yeah, for sure. I I drink water. You guys want to see my well? And don't give me shit about the bleach bottle. It was empty. I didn't, and it's fine to pour bleach on your well in certain instances. But I just got this bleach bottle for a cap. This is my well. And I got one of those old school pump that you put on there. Hey Corey, are you still on here, Stickler? I gotta show you something. I'm gonna show all you guys this. If you haven't seen it, this is like the best thing that I've trapped so far this year. And it made my season. I didn't think I was gonna catch one. And I caught not only one, but I caught two. I'll grab it real quick. If you guys don't want to see a dead animal, then scroll on. But this is a wolverine that I caught. And he's beautiful, huh? I gotta skin him out, but yeah, I'm pretty stoked about this. These, I don't think they taste very good. But, so there's this one. Let's go, Big Daddy. And then there's this one. This one's a lot bigger. But look at these. Look at these claws, man. These things would mess you up. They're like a little bear paw. Dunkin' D's nuts, thank you. Over 200 pounds. Thanks, Tara. Nick, thank you. Petting, yeah. I just like the way it feels. It's my soulmate. Thanks, Duncan. She, I think she was down in South Dakota yesterday. North Dakota? She was in North Dakota yesterday. She's coming up. We actually changed our plans around. She's gonna come up Sunday. Not out here though, just in town, because it's supposed to be like 38 below. So we're gonna do some work in town at the shop. I'm gonna skin these animals, and I broke some stuff when it was cold last time, so we get all that stuff fixed up, and then she'll be in town about a week, and then I'll roll back out here, whether it's cold or not. That's a wolverine. Smoked meth? Not lately, no. Oh. Deleted. Thanks, Jay. Ashley, how do I catch them? That one I caught on Alaska #9 wolf trap, and because it's randomly, I got some over here. I could show you them. They're freaking nasty. Yeah, we'll do that. I gotta do it away from the fire though, because I don't want that smoke smell getting on my trap. And also, I gotta get fresh gloves. I don't want to be handling these traps with my dirty gloves. I gotta move this trapping box too. So I usually keep a pair of nice clean gloves on the front of my sled. And these are what I handle my wolf traps with. But I gotta keep them away from all the bait and all that. So this is a 330 conibear. And this is usually what you catch them on. You set like a pin set, and then this one's set up for beavers right now. But you do like a pin, and then set this in there, and that's usually how you get them, because this one is a body grip trap where it dispatches the animal. Let's get you guys lower. Dude, I'm still learning how to trap. I don't know if I'm... Trapper Scotty's the dude. Teach people. Do you live in Alaska? Christopher Craig? Even if you don't, you can join the National Trappers Association. You can join the National Trappers Association. If you're in Alaska, you can join the Alaska Trappers Association. And they actually have classes and stuff that teach people. But I enjoy my peace and quiet out here. So this is the Alaska number 9 wolf trap. These are made in North Pole, Alaska, by J.R. Peterson, who is a board member for the Alaska Trappers Association. These things are badass. So the problem with traps is that, like, if you cover them, what'll happen is you get like this. I mean, this is rock hard. So if you disturb the snow and it's warmer out, or even if it's cold and it gets really cold, then that snow freezes solid. Like, this is probably I don't know, 8-10 inches deep, and it's solid as a rock. So what happens is the trap will freeze in, and a lot of the other traps don't have enough power. Like, this is a MB750. This trap is a wolf trap as well. But you can see the size difference on the springs. So this trap doesn't have enough power to really bust through the ice. So what you don't want to do when you're wolf trapping is like mess with your traps all the time, because they'll get scented up, and wolves are smart. So you want to be able to leave them in place. So these ones are better because you can leave them for longer and not have to mess with them. But that being said, if you get your hand in one of these, it kind of hurts. But yeah, you can see it. I don't know if you guys listen to Tundra Talk podcast at all, which is a cool podcast. He sells t-shirts with this bad boy on there. JR has been on that podcast. And then you have a thing called a night latch. You guys can hear it. Hopefully, listen. You hear that click? That's so when it's dark, you can get that right up to the edge of where it needs to be. and not blow your fingers off. And then you set your pan tension right here. You turn that up to like 10, 12 or whatever, so that foxes and maybe not even coyotes, when they step on it, it won't go off. Pretty much just a wolf or a wolverine has enough weight. But the other thing about these traps is they're so powerful, you don't want to dry fire them, is what JR said. So if I set them and I gotta pop them off, all you do is throw a stick in there. I think we need some more likes before I set this off, though. I don't know. What do you guys think? A couple more likes, huh? It's almost 400 people on here. 92 likes. Oh no. Buffering. What do I carry for protection? Ignimatic, which in, welcome. I can't really show guns and stuff on here. I got an AR and I have 22 mag for the wintertime. $100 for my head? Hell no. I mean, $100, $100, but no. All right. 110? Yeah, I like that. There's 112. You guys ready? Whew! There it is. I don't know, man. I think that would, I don't think it won't break your hand. I know people who've gotten whacked by these, but it's not something I'm gonna sign up for. We think Ignimatic, would you stick your hand in Alaska number 9? I don't usually use these. Oh, sometimes I use the setters, but you can, if you got something, usually I carry a piece of plywood, but usually you can set them like this. And I'm 220 pounds, and that's like, I'm still not even getting that all the way down. So. Anyway, I'm done messing with this. I don't want to contaminate my trap. Even having that bait sitting there next to my traps, I don't like it. Yeah, for sure, man. I thought about bringing a 4-inch, like a DeWalt battery 4-inch grinder out here in case I get hung up in a conibear or something. Yeah, for sure. Save it for home. When are you doing another live, Butchin? Yeah, hacksaw is a good idea. Good, yeah, I'll do that. That's smart. I got one in the shed. Super smart. If you guys haven't seen Ignimatic Butchin, like get on his channel there. He's got some great stuff, like cool trapping videos. And he actually catches stuff. Oh, that'd be sweet, man. Um, yeah, I'll keep an eye out for it. I'm supposed to be in town next week, so hopefully I'll keep an eye out for it. Where do I live? I live in Alaska. I also last night, man, I'll look it up. Um, I wish I could remember the name of it. Last night I watched this video, and it was like this old timer. He's probably 70 something years old, and he went out in the 70s. He went out, I think 1976. He said, from the upper Yukon all the way into Canada, like up the Black River and stuff like that. He went up in there and he would like interview and hang out and like talk to people about trapping. And there was like these old school, they called them hard trappers, like longliners, 100 miles on dog sled kind of trappers. And these guys are old, in the 70s. And he said most of them are dead now. Dude, I haven't been up there yet, but I'm trying to get up there. I'm kind of the other direction now. But yeah, there's some old timers that lived up there. And so the white boys that would go out there, they called them bush rats. So like I'd be a bush rat where I'd go out and live in the woods, and then the natives and stuff, they're just trappers. But they would have full families out there in the middle of frickin' nowhere. It was awesome. And one guy had like a dirt igloo. Frickin' sweet. Those guys were. That's what I'm trying to be like, but it ain't gonna happen. Hi, Anthony. I wonder. Let me try to find that real quick. I don't think I can. Yeah, I can't look anything up. Sister-in-law lives over there. Chal. I know what that is. I just can't say it. Chalkisik. There was a lady on there, on that video I watched, who was from Chalkisik, that got married to one of the trapper dudes. Yeah, look it up. I don't know if you search like interior Alaska, Yukon River, or Yukon trapping, but it was just this old timer like telling stories, and he had a bunch of like slides and stuff. But thanks, Teaser. Do I have a cabin? Yeah, well, sort of. I guess it's a plywood. Like I'm building a log cabin this summer. That's been my dream since I was a kid, to build a log cabin in the woods and actually live in the woods for a year by myself. I don't think I'm gonna do it by myself now. I got family and friends that want to join me. I'll live out here and they'll come visit. But yeah, this is my cabin. If you look on my long form videos, episode 4 is when we actually build this place. We had to carry it by hand all the way. I mean, it's not that far. It's like 135 yards from the cut bank. So every piece of plywood, we didn't have the 4-wheeler here. Every piece of lumber and screw and nail, and we carried it all. Compared to like what those old timers did, that's nothing. But I'm gonna throw some more logs on this fire. I'm trying to burn up some of this crappy wood. Get rid of the fire hazard. Because in the summertime, it's super dry here. crazy. I don't know if you guys probably can't hear that, but I can hear a snow machine. So I've been out here almost 2 weeks now, and I haven't heard a single sled. And then I've been coming down here since December, and the first part of December, and I hadn't seen any snow machine tracks except for mine on the Tanana. But there's those two villages. That one across, like downriver, is the village of Tanana, and it's across the Yukon. So in the wintertime, people rip up here. Most of the time there's a road, but I don't know, it was like 4 days ago I went across the river and I saw tracks coming from Tanana up. So they're finally starting to move on the river, but I was running it. It was pretty sketchy, but I was trying to get down here, you know. Barricade, come on. It wasn't the smoke in my eyes, it was all the sparks. I don't want to catch my beard on fire, man. Entered by humans. I think, man, so I used to go sheep hunting up in the Brooks Range when I was like 17, 18, 19. And I would hike out and I would just get dropped off, and I was like packer, so I'd have to like hike between camps. They didn't want to waste plane gas to pick me up. So I'd like hike, you know, hunt with one set of people, and then they'd give me a day or two to hike down 20 miles to the next camp, and yada, yada. And one time they just dropped me off and said, okay, we're bringing a client in 2 weeks. And they never brought him in. And I don't know if you look at a map of the Brooks Range, it's wild country out there. No roads, no trees. It's pretty inhospitable. Not a lot. You can't build fires really. There's like, it's cold early, cold late, long winters. Above the Arctic Circle by a ways. Anyway, I'm like, yeah, I bet you nobody has stood on top of this little ridge right here. And I'm sitting there, and I hung out for a little while, and I looked down and I found an aluminum arrow. Like somebody not only was in there hunting, they were hunting with a bow, and it was an aluminum arrow, so it'd been a while. But I don't know that there's any place really that's never had somebody within eyesight of it in Alaska. A lot of miners have been roaming around this country. You got all, you know, the native Alaskans have been up here. Like the amount of travel that those people used to do just on dog sleds, like, you know what I'm saying? We got the Scotty. How long have I been growing my beard? About 10 years, maybe 9. It was like right after I started mining. I've had some sort of facial hair since I was a junior in high school. So 20? No, I'm just kidding. Kind of chew? I chew Copenhagen snuff. I used to chew long cut, but my grandpa called me a pussy for chewing long cut, so I switched to snuff. Yeah, I heard a snow machine. I bet you it's just somebody ripping from Tanana down, but there's these two old boys that live, or that have a cabin like 12 miles upriver from me. I haven't seen them all year. They're my only neighbors. There's one set of people that's building a cabin downriver, and then there's another guy